taken a hostage and equip one of their members with a bomb vest. Ideally, your first step is to neutralize the bomb. This is a cold situation.
Move to hostage location and secure the hostage.
Welcome back everyone, this is Meanpooh with another video on the Acer Nitro 5. Today's game is Rainbow Six Siege, which is based off the novel series by author Tom Clancy. Rainbow Six Siege is a tactical shooter video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. It was released on December 1st, 2015 for the PC and those other two systems, Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You can control a character known as an operator. Many of the operators have different weapons and gadgets as well as nationalities. Primary weapons include the Benelli M1014 or the M1014, the FAMAS G2, the Heckler & Koch G36C. Some secondary weapons are the Colt M45, the Mac 11, the Magpul FMG9. Some gadgets that you can use are barbed wire, bonfire launcher, breaching charge, a deployable shield, and a sledgehammer. Some of the counterterrorism units that are in the game that you can use are the FBI SWAT, Russian Spetsnaz, the British SAS, and the German GSG-9 or GSG-9. There are a variety of game modes to play in the game, one being hostage, in which the attackers must extract the hostage from the defenders, while the defenders must prevent the hostage from being rescued. When you are playing bomb mode, the attackers are tasked with locating and defusing one of the two bombs. Then the defenders must stop the attackers by killing all of them or destroying the diffuser. There's a mode called Secure Area, and it's a mode in which the defenders must protect a room full of biohazard containers. And you gotta watch out because they move kind of fast, and they'll fight their way in, they'll blow doors down and everything like that. The match, it doesn't end until all the players on one team are killed or the biohazard container is secured by the attackers when there are no defenders left in the room. Though the modes mentioned above are online only, there is a mode called Terrorist Hunt which can be played co-op or solo. The Situations mode is a single player and pretty much the tutorial for the game. Starting off, the CPU was not undervolted and we're going in straight stock. The owners of the Nitro 5 know that the max resolution is 1920 by 1080 and that is what I use. There were just a few presets that I needed to hit our magic number, which is 60 you-know-whats. Our first preset was Ultra. I made no modifications other than turning the VSync off. There were no screen tearing, and we reached 84 FPS, sometimes 90. This was good starting out and made me hopeful for the rest of the chess. The GPU temp was mostly at 69C and the usage at 99%. The CPU temp was 86 to 92C and the usage 72 to 94%. I expected the game to be a little more demanding, and I had to take into account that this game is 3 years old. I kept the preset the same for our next test, but with a couple of changes. VSync was enabled, and remember the NVIDIA specific settings we talked about? Well, they are selectable in this game. I enabled them with the names HBAO Plus and TXAA 2x or 2x. HBAO Plus being a physically based ambient occlusion technique, and the other being a temporal anti-aliasing technique which combines MSAA, post-process, and custom temporal filters. Both are developed by NVIDIA. As stated before, with the two other NVIDIA options enabled, the card had to work harder, which resulted in FPS dipping between 36 and 43. GPU temps mostly stayed the same, reaching a low of 66, but staying between 68 and 69C. Usage was a steady 99%. CPU had a temp between 80 and 88C, with usage in the neighborhood of 47 to 72%. We kept everything the same except we changed the preset to very high. and some of the results were similar. Almost everything was the same as the Ultra preset. We did have a spike to 48 FPS, but it was only for a few seconds and stayed in the upper 30s and low 40s, barely a change.
Hostage secured. Move
Next,
to
we chose the
extraction
stock preset of very high, which does not include any of the NVIDIA options. This netted us a constant 60 FPS and decent temps for the CPU, which was hanging around 66C with 76 to 95% usage. The CPU ran 1 degree cooler and never going over 86C. I mean, like 1 degree cooler. I thought it might have jumped down lower than that. Usage was 56 to 82%, which was higher than the previous. This is strange in my opinion, and I think it should be lower. I kept the same preset and chose a different level again. A solid 60 FPS, and most of the other readouts such as CPU, usage, etc. stayed closely the same. The last preset was medium. This is the stock preset except that I enabled the NVIDIA specific options. FPS stayed between 43 and 56 and sometimes hitting 60. GPU temp was holding 61 to 69C with usage 93 to 99%. CPU temps bounced between 78 and 89C with 52 to 73% being the usage. So what can I say? The series has come a long way, and I remember playing this on the original Xbox with my clan buddies. We always played Rainbow Six Vegas, and Vegas 2. We had a ball, all night drinking, game parties, kicking butt, all night. And after the console died out, I never really played the series again. Playing this brings back so many memories of the good old days, except that you now have breaching tools and you can build barriers on the wall to, keep the enemies out. Of course, they can break it down with grenades. This is worth an addition to any player's collection, and it runs very well on the Acer Nitro 5. No hiccups, game freezing, or any of that stuff that hinders gameplay. The gameplay is tight, and is best played against real players, as the offline enemy AI can sometimes be predictable. With that said, if you have any game that you would like me to try, leave it in the comments section, and if this video helped you out in some type of way, share it so others can benefit as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Meanpooh out. Oh, one more thing, check this out. Look at the memory on the bottom right hand corner. Almost all the presets I picked, like ultra and very high, were over the amount that I was needed to be able to run this game efficiently. So what I done is I chose the preset and then I went down to the bottom like the ambient occlusion, and then I changed it. And then the anti-aliasing, as you see at the bottom, I went on and moved it to the right to the NVIDIA spec. So, but yeah, check it out. It's over the amount that's available on the card, and it still ran it. So that could have been why the usage was like really high. Could have been, I'm not sure, but could have been. But that's just some guessing I'm doing. I'm not really concrete on it. I'm not a professional. But that's all I have. Again,
extraction successful.
see you next time.
This zone is covered by the enemy. Retreat. Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage. Op 4 has eyes on hostiles. 3 hostiles remaining. eliminated. Reinforce the area. Hostiles regrouping. Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles approaching. Op 4 has a 20 on the hostage. The threat has been eliminated. Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area. Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles neutralized. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Asset protection is an essential skill. You need to hunker down and fortify your location from approaching hostiles in order to protect the asset.
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area. Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage. Hostiles remaining. The threat has been eliminated. Hostiles regrouping. Secure the hostage. Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles approaching. Advised, Op 4 has been on the hostage. 3 hostiles left.
I'm here now.
Hostiles neutralized. Reinforce the area. Hostiles regrouping. Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles eliminated. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
We are facing a bomb threat against a high-value target. It is crucial that you choose an entry point that minimizes your exposure to enemy fire and the time it takes to reach the bomb and disarm it.
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb. located. Defend it from enemy action. Five seconds remaining. Bomb will be defused in 30 seconds. Five seconds remaining until the bomb is defused. Hostile bomb defused. Mission successful.
In a hostage situation, you cannot be slow and methodical. Once you breach the perimeter, you must conduct a violent and dynamic assault in order to extract the hostage from a barricaded house. Use breach charges to quickly infiltrate the building. The physical safety of the asset is paramount. Breach
Hostage located. Move to their location and secure the hostage. Hostage secured. Move to the extraction point. Hostiles approaching. Keep the hostage safe. Hostage
behind
free.
cover.
Secure the hostage.
I got you.
We've
Everything's
got the
gonna be okay.
hostage. Get them to the extraction point. We've lost the
here
hostage.
and don't
Secure
move.
the hostage.
I got you. Everything's gonna be
Hostage
okay.
secured. Extract the hostage.
Follow me. Follow me now. Don't move.
Well done. Hostage extracted.